Please, one more time, can we jam our hands together for all the panelists and the panel moderator?
Good afternoon, everyone. Why are you responding as if you are not happy to receive me? Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. In case you forget, my name is Olale Kondaramola, and I am honored to be the panel moderator for this session for Trust Things Conference 2025. Things Who Influence. I'm really excited to be doing this, and big shout out to Debbie. Can we clap our hand for her?
Sure.
Okay, but just before we go into why we are here, so I want us to use our imaginative power right now. So let's just imagine that we can't see any of these beautiful lights we are looking out here, and this whole room is just shut down, and everywhere is dark. But we have thousands of candles here that is unlit, like there's no light on those candles. So rather than people, we have candles. Then somebody comes into this room and takes a matchstick and gives light to one of those candles. Then the lighted candle ignites another, then another. Then before you know it, this whole room is glowing and it's filled with light. Exactly. That is what influence is all about. It's starting with one spark, one voice, just the courage of one person, and it can impact a whole lot of people. And that is exactly what this panel session is about. From one thing to a thousand's future. And obviously, I will not be doing that alone. I have some amazing panelists with me. Each of them has proven that influence is not just in mere word, but in actions. So let me just introduce them briefly. First here, we have Ayotomiwa Shorungbe, a 17-year-old content manager, copywriter, and blogger. She's passionate about helping a generation grow through intentional living, writing, and mentoring. I think she deserves a round of applause. And next person by her side, we have Philemon Reuben, a passionate Nigerian activist and child rights advocate, known for his leadership and his dedication to empowering young people across the country. Please, let's clap for him also. And finally, we have Kahira Bashir. Okay, Kahira Bashir is an under-17 Nollywood child actor with big dreams of becoming a journalist. You know, when I saw this portfolio, I was quite inspired that even when we are actively working towards our passion, we can still set eyes on our future. And, this is not part of the plan, but I think big shout-out needs to go to our Kahira's mother. She has just been... I saw her when the deputy governor was coming in, and everybody was standing up. She was saying, stand up, clap, because one day somebody will clap for you also. So thank you, ma. You are doing an incredibly amazing job. So let's give our panelists a warm welcome. Please, let's clap for them. It takes a lot of courage to be here. Now, since we are talking about influence and how the courage of one person is supposed to ignite and motivate countless of people. Now, by a show of hand, how many of us here have done something, maybe something as simple as just encouraging friends or just making them happy whenever they are feeling down? Can we just raise up our hand? Exactly. There's no greater influence than that. So we are all doing well. Kahira, I'll be starting with you. I checked your portfolio before today, and I see that you are doing incredibly well. You are in Nollywood, and that's a lot for me. Okay, that's nice. So now, I want you to... Do you have your mic? Please, our mic is having an issue. I don't know who is supposed to. So, I want you in your... Do you have... Who is supposed to do this? Okay, don't worry. You can't... Okay, so now, sorry about that. Now...
Okay, now it's working.
So, in your own word, can you tell us what influence is? And also, in your journey so far, as a creative and somebody that has been in front of TV a whole lot of time, how do you think you've been able to influence in your journeys so far?
Okay, in my own words, personally, influence to me means impacting other people positively through my actions, words, presence, ideas, and so on. So far in my journey, how have I impacted other people? I would say by sharing knowledge to others and also being a supportive friend or being a very, very good mentor to others. Yeah. And also, I would say influence is a two-side ways. We learn from others. Others also learn from us. Yes.
Okay. I mean, at least I'm taking one thing away from that. Influence is a two-thing way. So we learn from others and others learn from us. So going to Philemon, in your journey so far as an advocate, I know that you would have been in big stages. How do you think that your journey is influencing people?
Thank you very much. Influence to me is not just being about being on big platforms, Facebook, Instagram. It's about stepping out, being intentional, and maybe, I think, showing others what is possible. And from a first hand, I grew up in an environment whereby everyone just think it is right to turn a child, beat a child, and all that. So I was the first person ever to speak in my community about child's rights. And it was not easy. I was challenged. And it got to a point that they took me to the Ministry of Women Affairs, that this guy has been interrupting in government, whatever. And that's how today I'm a honorable.
Please, let's clap for Philemon. Okay, so Ayotomia, as a creative, how do you think you've been able to influence so far in your journey?
Okay, I'd say through my writings.
Okay.
If we look through my bio and my writings at Ayotom Washroomgbe Writings, you'd see that I've been able to speak to teenagers through intentional living. And most of my writings actually come from personal experience. So it's relatable. Whatever it is you're going through, I've gone through it. That's why you're reading my writing. And it is meant to help you to see that if I can do it, you can do it. And you can even do much more than anyone can expect. So influence to me will be standing out through your lifestyle, being distinct, being different. And it takes a lot of courage to do that.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of courage to do that.
I honestly do agree to the courage part. It takes a lot of courage to do that. Now, when you're talking about writing, this is my first time of seeing Mr. Victor Oba. Mr. Victor, big shout out to you. You're doing an amazing work. Please, let's clap for Mr. Victor. Now, I don't know Mr. Victor from anywhere, but every time I see his post, Mr. Victor writes really well. I think he's somebody that people need to check out. And his writing has always been inspiring to me. So, yeah. Okay. Now, talking about influence, I just want to add something. Maybe it might just be a very simple example. For me, anybody that knows me and knows me well, you know me for one thing. I'm the guy that reads and talks about books a lot. Now, initially, people around me, they don't really, most of us, by the time we are done with university, nobody cares about books again. But I see that recently, because I talk about books a lot, people are just forced to see me talk about books. And I'm really excited that a whole lot of people around me read right now. And, for me, that's influence. If you want, you can clap for me. So, still with you, Ayotomwa, what's one action you have taken that has made big impact than you expected, that is a kind of light bulb moment that, I never knew that this thing I'm doing is going to be this big?
Okay. Presently, I'm interning with Trustings Media as a content manager and a copywriter. And I remember the first time I wrote an article for my supervisor, Donna. It was a recap of what happened at the Trusting Summit in May. And when I wrote the writing, I thoughtlessly wrote it. Then she saw it and was like, "Do you write like this?" Then she decided to put me in charge of the writings. All of Trustings, most of Trustings' writings on the Blogspot page, humbly were written by me. And a couple of days ago, while we were doing this 7 days challenge, Countdown to Trustings conference, somebody wrote on that Trustings community page, "I thought, wow, you're such a motivation to me. Thank you so much for inspiring me." Now imagine if I never wrote. That is just from one person that decided to speak. Imagine 1,000 others that did not speak.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Ayatomi. And there's one thing I'm taking out from my Ayatomi's story is that I'm sure that you could have easily said no when you were presented the opportunity. Yeah. Like, I'm just thinking that, the reason I'm saying that is that in most cases in our sojourn in life, opportunities will come. Now, and the woman mind is very funny. The first thing that comes to your mind is, oh, no. I'm sure that all of these people that are there, it's not because you are the smartest of people. It just shows that you are courageous. So I think I'm picking the courage. Now, Kahira, I want to ask you this. You are somebody that you've been on screen, and that's a lot. So now, please, I want to share a secret with us, but are you guys assuring that you're not going to make jest of me or anything? Do I have your word? Okay, now this is it. So, at my big age, I'm really scared of social media. Really scared. So let me tell you something interesting. I have this amazing idea that just to share content online. And I've always wanted to post on Instagram. But for some weird reason, I feel that I don't belong to Instagram. That Instagram is for some elite people, the Salem King, the Enyola of this world, and all of those people. I don't know who told me, but that was my belief. Do you understand? And I was just always very scared. Then one day, I told a friend, and she encouraged me that, just make the post. Then I scheduled the post. Guess what I did when the post went live? I switched off my data and switched off my phone. Like, it was that, I was that scared. You understand? So, with that, and let me add to the fact that Kahira is just 11, and you've been on screen. So I want to ask that many things here have big dreams, just like you. But they are very afraid. Was there a time at all that you are really scared? And if there was at all, how were you able to overcome the fears?
Okay, yes, there was. That was before I started acting.
Okay.
So apparently, I had a very, very big dream. Like, I had very big dreams of acting, being on screen, everyone seeing me. But one problem I had was, what if they didn't like me? I was so afraid. What are they going to say about me? The gossip, the pressure, and everything. But then, in that moment, that was when I realized that courage isn't about being like scared or anything. It's about being scared and taking little steps. Like my mom always says, do it afraid. And I did it afraid. That little step I took has led me to this place that I am. And I shared my talent and idea with my mom. She was very, very, very supportive about it. And I want to thank her. I love you so much, Mommy. Mwah.
So big shout out to Kahira's mom. So one thing that she has said is that do it afraid. One of my...
Can I say something? Can everybody here please say, do it afraid?
Do it afraid.
Louder.
Do it afraid.
I can't hear you. Do give it your best. Do it afraid.
Okay. So thank you for that. I have a lot of embarrassing moments. I just hope that nobody's recording this. So some weeks ago, we had a program in church. It was supposed to be a workers program. And our lead pastor was asking us to come outside and lead prayers and just preach so we can just be better prepared. Then in the midst of that program, something just tells me that, don't go outside. Now, there's other mind that say, okay, because I'm scared, I'm going to go. I don't know what I wanted to say. And I raised up my mind. When I was coming outside, everybody was clapping for me. Oh, Lekon. When I collected the mic, I said, I'm not here because I know what to say. I'm only here because I'm scared. I know that the only way I can overcome my fear is just to do it afraid, just like Kahira said. So thank you for that, Kahira.
You're welcome.
Philemon. So, as someone who has been actively speaking up and creating change, can you share a moment when you realized that your actions were influencing others?
Okay, so basically, as a government official that I am now, a lot of people in my community and a lot of children don't want to come out and speak, either for education or for child's rights. So for me to be that first person and the first ever young person in Nigeria to participate in the Young Activist Summit in UN, my dream at first was to speak in UN Assembly when I was small. I didn't know it would be that hard for me, but today my friends in primary school are calling me that, okay, this happened. We want you to come and speak. We want you as a guest speaker at this event. We want you to talk to this government official about this. And when the deputy governor was here, I wanted to make a request of children's parliament here in Ogun State. Because looking at the thousands of young people we have here, young teenagers we have here, I think Ogun State really needs to have a children's parliament. And it should not be from anywhere. It should be from trustings. Thank you very much.
So, okay, thank you for that. So to Ayotomiwa, now, one of the things that we can see and has been established is that people are actually influencing both negative and positively using social media platform. Now, do you think that social media platform has helped in influencing, or has social media empowers influencing, or has it been an arm to influencing?
That's a very tricky question, but I'll try to balance it as much as I can.
Okay.
Social media has given us a platform where somebody with one idea can decide to stand up, as I said, be distinct, and speak up about an issue. Sooner or later, 1,000 others will also join that train and decide to speak for that same idea. Now imagine if that idea is in the negative area. People, 1,000 of others will also decide to stand up and join that moving train. Now you said something about it being tough. If you are standing for a very positive and important issue, I assure you there will be times you'll be alone. You will definitely be alone. Social media, at this point in our life, social media has become whatever I'm trying to promote. 99 others do not want to stand with me. I will stand out and I will stay alone. But it is the day you decide not to post, or the day you decide to flaunt that rule you made, that is the day you actually find out that some people are actually looking at you. It is difficult to be intentional. I'm not going to lie. It is difficult to be consistent, to consistently stay by one value that you want to stand by. But please, don't try to look back. Because if you do, if you fall, if you get distracted, 1,000 others will also get distracted with you. And they will not even know what happened. They will just fall. So that's what I think.
Yeah, so thank you, Ayatomiwa. I mean, what she's saying is that if you've held a value, stay consistent with it. Because you never can tell. A whole lot of people are actually watching beyond your imagination. Now, to you, Kahira, like you are doing a lot. You are in Nollywood and you're actively still in school. Now, what is one habit that has helped you? How have you been able to balance your academics with your passion?
Okay, that has been very, very tough. Although, like when we have tests or exams, my mom did not take me out of school because of any shoot. Because she knows it's so important to me. So, apparently, what's the question again? The question?
Like, how have you been able to balance schooling with your passion?
Okay. So, I love acting. I love school. But school is very, very, very important to me. So, when I'm burnt out, like I'm so exhausted. You see the word sleeping and meditating. Those two, when I'm exhausted and burnt out, those two are my best friends. Like, trust me when I say my best friends. Because they help me stay active and focus more on things. Like, they are my party of life. I cannot leave them. I swear.
Thank you for that. Even if I'm not taking anything out there, I'm taking sleeping. Because for people that are really ambitious, we think that working, you know, they say this thing that the reward for, please, who can complete this thing for me? What's the reward for work? Exactly, Kahira, they said more work. They are not choosing resting. So what Kahira is saying is that the reward for work at times is that let's take time to rest and refresh. Now, Philemon, as someone who is an activist, do you believe that teenagers' voices are being heard enough in the society?
I will say yes. Teenagers' voices are being heard today, the same way my voice is being heard. Coming to that, I posted the content on Instagram, and somehow, someone saw it, and the person invited me to speak. And when I went there to speak, I was not expecting to see any top government officials or to speak one-on-one with any government official. But when I went there, I met with Yakubu Gowon, the former head of state. And he was like, how can a young man at this age, I know many of you Gen Zs don't want to come and speak, don't want to participate, because everybody thinks I do politics now. Even my parents said it's politics I'm doing, but at the other side, I want to be a policeman.
Oh.
So that's how I've been able to.
Oh, thank you very much for that. So in a nutshell, beyond what we think we are doing, we are being seen. So we are wrapping up, maybe in just 10 seconds. So the question goes from Ayotomra to you. What do you think is one thing everything here can start doing today to make a difference? Like, to the audience, just in 10 seconds.
To make a difference, I think we all have to start reading.
Okay.
I came across your post on Instagram about reading and books. And as my bio said, I'm passionate about academic excellence. No matter how good you are in every aspect of your life, I personally would not take you so serious if your academic life is not sparking up something in me. Let us all go back to our books. There are certain errors we teenagers will never make if we read. There are certain mistakes, ridiculous issues we would never step into if we knew. So books is a way to fight ignorance.
Thank you very much. Books is a way to fight ignorance. Philemon, same question. Like, what do you think teenagers here today can start doing to make a difference?
First, you need to know who you are, so the world will not tell you who you are not. That's the first thing.
Hey.
And
Let's write these things down.
The second, I think, okay, again, you need to know who you are, so the world will not tell you who you are not. I'm seated here today because I chose the positive side of social media. That's how I came across Trustings. I saw them on Instagram, and anti-Duni is a weakness. That I texted them, I said I want to be a member of the community. Not as a speaker, not as a celebrity to come and speak here. So I also think that, I also say that we are not just leaders of tomorrow. We are leaders of today. And all our dreams and our aspirations lies upon us. And we should not feel in our responsibility to protect our own self. Because I think in the future, we will be the agents of change. And I want to tell every teenager here and everyone here that I think we are not just statistics. We are promises of a brighter future.
Thank you. We are not just statistics. So, Kahira, how do you think teenagers here what can they start doing to make a difference?
Okay, I would say volunteering, being kind, be consistent with what you have. Because actually, that thing, because consistency, it happened to me, I think, last month. So apparently, I love crocheting. But one thing is that I can't make my mind on what to crochet. I have wools, I have everything, but okay, I start already. I want to crochet this bag. Then, in the next few minutes, I'm losing it. I'm like, I don't want this anymore. Then my mom was like, be consistent. If not, I'm taking this thing away. Because, like, you are just wasting it. You are destroying it. You don't even know what you want to do with it. You don't have a plan of anything to do with it. And I'm like, but it's very, very hard to find what to do with it. But she's like, be consistent. First of all, find what you want to do with it before you start, and set your mind on one thing, not this, not that, not doing 100 things at the same time. You can't do everything at the same time. And then I'm like, okay, fine, I'll try. Then I just stopped crocheting for a while. Then again, I went back. But if I tell you that till today, I haven't still figured out what to crochet, you tell me that's a lie. I'm still trying to figure out what to do.
Okay. Thank you for that. So, Kahira's advice for us that we need to be consistent. Now, left to me, I would have loved to stay here longer. But Shalom and Osaz are just giving me side eyes. So, one thing that is common that has been said here that we don't need to wait to become an adult to influence. We can start right now. And just like the theme of this panel session...
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yeah?
Can I say something?
Yeah, you can.
And also, you do not wait until you feel perfect to do something. Because you already are, and you will always be perfect. Trust me.
Let's clap our hands for... So, like I was saying, from the theme of this panel session, from one thing to 1,000 futures. So I don't want us to see this thing as a title. I want us to see it as an action point from today moving forward. And if there's one thing and one challenge I want to leave us with, it is that let's decide to be the matchstick. Let's decide to be that one person that we light the first candle. Because in doing so, we don't know the thousands of lives that we are touching. From Philemon example, we can hear that he was just doing his thing and a lot of people were watching him. So thank you guys for listening. And thank you to my amazing panelists. It takes a lot of courage to be here. I would like us to clap for them as we leave the stage. We can do better than this. So.
Please, if you want to clap for them, please clap for them. Keep clapping. Yes. All right. You said something, Kahira. You said something. Well, while they leave, please just come closer. And I want us to echo it together. He said, do it.
Afraid.
All right, are we ready? At the count of 1, 2, 3, we are all going to shout, do it afraid. Are you ready for that? Now, do not forget, I have my games worth 200,000 coming up next. Now, are we ready? At the count of 1, 2, 3, we are all going to shout, do it afraid. I need your energy. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Do it. One more time. You say what? Thank you so much. A round of applause. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.